1968 Dodge Charger RT, 440 car. Okay, took a little break, but here we are back in Elmer's Auto Graveyard, walking through, and I'm about probably a quarter of the way through, and I've already killed one battery, but I thought I'd show you a 69 Buick Skylark, and then some El Caminos. Some later El Camino, some more Chevelles. Ooh, wagon. There's a cool Dodge 4-door, long bed. That's neat. So it's like a 67 Dodge 4-door, long bed step side. You don't see very many of those. Some other Dodges stuck in here. I want to take a picture of that. Here's some more El Caminos. Ooh, here we go. Mopars. 1968 Dodge Charger RT, 440 car. Silver. Vinyl top car, you can see from the over there. It was a automatic on, oh no, 4-speed on the floor. Another Dodge swap side. But ooh, trailer hitch. That's neat. Oh, and I believe that Chevelle next to it is an SS. Didn't SS's come with the blacked out tail panel? It doesn't say SS anywhere on it. I don't know enough about them, I'm sorry. El Camino. Another El Camino. Oldsmobile convertible. Impala. Chevelle. Here's those two 69 Chevelles. Some Impalas. This was someone's race car. And we got a lot more, as you can see up the hill. Another Impala. I don't know, 67? 8? Chevelle, 67. And over here, Impala. Oh, this was cool. This right here is a 65 Malibu SS Convertible. You can't see it because of the growth, but when I was here last time, none of these cars were here. So I'll show pictures. I got a full walk around on this thing. Oh, I didn't realize on that 73 Charger. Look at the cool paint job. Unfortunately, you can't get a good view of the SS car this time. But like I said, wait till the end. I'll show you then. And here's a Cutlass convertible. I think that's a Firebird. Monte Carlo. Cutlass convertible. That's nice. Actually, it doesn't look terrible from the outside. Got another Cutlass over here. Chevelle 4-door or crew cab. Then I don't think there's anything super rare over here. Let's see what this is. Maybe a Comet convertible? Let's see here in a second. Ooh. It is like a 65 Mercury Comet Caliente convertible. It might even be a 64. I'll have to check the taillights, but this is one of my favorite cars. I love 64 Comets, especially Cyclones. You hear that, Bill? Oh, this thing would be such a... These are basically Ford Falcons, and which are basically Ford Mustangs. So anything that you want for a Mustang from 64 through 68, I think, would work on this car underneath. This one, automatic on the column. Has a loudspeaker and AM, FM. Oh, this thing was so cool back in the day. Oh, this really saddens me. But you know, I mean, it's all here. It could be saved. I think it's 64. I'm pretty sure. If I find out otherwise, I'll look when I get home. Yep, it's a 64. I know those taillights. Ooh, that's really, really pretty. And all that clicking here is my camera. We got some Pontiacs. And a 57 Chevy 4-door. I don't think it's a GTO or anything, but it's a hot rod. Or someone's hot rod. It has Krager SS rims on it. Okay. Now we start the other side of the yard. And I just learned that there are sections of the yard I had never seen before that are full of Fords and other cool stuff. But we're not going to do those today. I barely have enough time, I think, to do what I want to do without the drone. It was a lot of fun to look back at this adventure from 2024 and then even further back in 2020 and see the changes that had occurred. And the fact that I spent an entire day there. I stayed the evening nearby, that way I could be there just as they open, and I still only saw about a third, maybe less than that. I actually saw probably a quarter of the property. And there's stuff that they don't even show to normal people. Like I've mentioned that there's an entire Ford area that they don't trim, they don't, cut around. There's stuff that I just completely missed. What I did was, after going through the Mopar area and going through all these Chevys and all the Oldsmobiles, I actually went with the owner and we hit up a few certain cars that you'll see here in the near future. But that silver 68 Charger RT, 440, 4-speed, I mean, yeah, it's a hard hit, but now AMD reproduces everything to fix it. So hopefully that car will get fixed here in the future. If not, maybe this Comet. Hey, automotive adventurers. I hope you enjoyed that video from Elmer's Auto Graveyard in Fountain City, Wisconsin. It's really nice to get back to that video series. I still have a handful of videos left in that one that I wanted to finish out, but because of McCacken and Woodward Dream Cruise and all the stuff going on, I had to postpone it till now. But I know a lot of people really enjoyed the Amatron Electron AMC concept car video from last week. It definitely was a really fun one to finally release. And now with it going to the Peterson for a short time, and then who knows from there. But it's been a really cold week. Here in Chicago, it's been below freezing every day except for today. But even now, it's still just below freezing. Can you see I think you can see my breath. But yeah, so I have not done anything out in the garage other than do some minor cleaning because I was kind of had a flu, like cold kind of thing going on where I had a lot of coughing. Finally feeling better today and came out here, did a little bit of cleaning because we did get about an inch or two of snow. So yeah, been not that exciting, but been working on, I did my schedule for the near future. At least I know some of the events that are coming up. Like we have I think it's the first weekend in February is the Detroit Mopar Swap Meet. Then at the end of February is the Chicagoland Mopar Swap Meet at Bentonhausen Dodge. Then we have the Indy Mopar Swap at the Indianapolis or Indy Fairgrounds. And from there it goes like Jefferson, muscle cars at the Strip, which I won't be going to, but still is going on. I highly recommend it if you're in the area. Go check it out. But yeah, so I have been steadily working away at stuff while it's been, freezing out, and keeping abreast of the situation going out in California, where I have a lot of friends who have been impacted by the horrendous wildfires, unfortunately. My thoughts and hopes go that everyone is happy and safe, or not happy, but everyone is safe. I hope they're happy. But I know a few people that have lost their homes and other people that are fortunately safe. So just let's keep everyone in their thoughts. Last week I screwed up for some reason. The audio didn't record on this thing, so I had to do a little improv, but I wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to start a new section at the end of every video in this little outro. If you guys have any comments or questions that you want me to answer that I can answer, let me know in the comments below or any of my social media, and I will talk about them then. I know some people have wanted Q&As, and I've done them in the past on lives, but they never really quite caught on. I mean, they did. People watched, but I don't think it's really what people want. But you let me know, and I'll definitely move forward with that, because we have a lot of really cool stuff coming up. And a lot of adventures here coming up in the next few. As soon as it gets like over the hump of, almost freezing to death, I'll be going out and doing some adventuring. So hopefully I'll see you guys all out there. And until then, everyone, stay safe.